Hello there, wrestling fans! Hey, Vinny, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther, the Third, and now from the top of Metal Mountain, in the middle of the mosh pit, it's the Happy Heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, International? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
Good. I don't know why I was closing the doors, opening the doors, but yeah, okay, it's me. What's up, Geek?
What's up? You ready to introduce the guest, Joe?
Sure. This gentleman wrestles in the New York area and Long Island, wrestles for the promotion on Long Island. You should definitely check them out in their show coming up. Victory Pro Wrestling. His name is KJ.
Notorious. BPW Notorious.
Notorious. You'll see him wrestle there. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to the King of Scots, KJ Mack.
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, welcome.
How's it going?
Did I do good on the intro, or did I not go that far?
Oh yeah, for sure. You could have kept going, and I could have indulged my ego a little bit, but it's all good.
I was gonna go a little higher, like the best Scottish wrestler that we've ever had on the podcast.
Oh right, ever on the podcast. I'll take that one. I thought we were going to say ever. I was like, we'll pump the brakes on that one.
You did forget one, Joe. You did forget Cain Industries member too as well. Ooh. There you go.
Well, I'm not on the payroll like you are. So. You didn't want to tell me he's on the payroll secretly.
It's a new thing. It's a new thing. I just not long became a permanent member. It's all brand new. It's all good. I'm still like getting shown around where the break room is and stuff like that. Like it's all good.
They just haven't shown you how the microwave works yet. It's that old.
That's it. Yeah.
Microwave.
But I'm still fetching Adam's coffee and stuff. It's all good. It's all right.
How do you take your coffee? I take mine black. So.
That little dash of milk. That's all me.
Geek doesn't. Okay, here we go. As we forgot to do our fun intro with the guest. If our internationally known fans are not familiar with you, introduce yourself.
Oh, hello. I'm KJ Mack. I've been properly wrestling for just over a year now. I've been training for a lot longer, but pandemic and stuff happens. And I started off with Iron Girders in Scotland and Glasgow under Wolfgang and BT Gunn. And now I'm here in New York at Battle Club Pro's The Fallout Shelter under Mike Law, Masha Slamovich, Jorge Santi, and Steve Pena.
Wow.
Awesome name and list to be trained by right there, man. Yeah.
Masha Slamovich, oh my God, she's doing everything now. She's everywhere.
Including here to train.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
As she's yelling at everybody in the ring. What is she doing? Is she yelling at us? That's how she talks.
Oh yeah, for sure. You don't lock something in, you're for sure going to know about it.
Yeah, she'll come in slamming and yelling at everybody. She just got here. Great.
Yeah.
You start hearing doors slam as she comes in. Bam, bam, bam. Masha's here.
No, actually on Tuesday she came in. She was silent, snuck right up behind me. I was like, oh God, where'd you come from?
I did just like... Yeah. Sorry, I cut one back there. You're so quiet I didn't hear you. I farted. I'm sorry. You just stand. How long have you been standing behind me? Long enough, Joe. Then my glasses just break. I'll break them for you. Take Geek. He's good. He can fight. He's tough. I just sacrifice Geek to Masha. Here you go.
Do you know what? If she likes you, she is lovely, but she will still kick your ass if she's put in the ring with you.
She'd probably push Geek to the side and just maul me. She'll be like, "Geek, you're fine. I've met you before. Bro, give me your glasses."
Yeah.
And they'll just
Yeah.
all right. It's already
There we
all
are.
right.
So we have a question right now.
Already?
Wow.
Who was your favorite wrestlers? Yeah. Who was your favorite wrestlers growing up?
So probably said a lot about me as a kid, but growing up and still to this day, my all-time favorite's Edge. Even as a kid, when he was the most dastardly villain, still my favorite.
That's cool.
Do you have a favorite Edge match or like somebody?
Yeah, for sure. First pay-per-view match I ever remember watching was Edge and John Cena in the TLC match Unforgiven 2006. I didn't watch it live, but I did watch it coming around. I watched it at a friend's house on DVD, and that was my first pay-per-view that I ever watched was Unforgiven 2006. So that will forever be my favorite Edge match, I believe, unless he pulls another banger out between now and retiring.
Yeah, I was there for the Edge and John Cena Last Man Standing match when John Cena got choke slammed into the lights
Through the spotlight. Yeah.
the spotlight. I was there for that. I was
That's
like,
dope.
wait, what just happened? Yeah. I hear this big explosion noise. I hear boom. I'm like, what just happened?
Geek was in his favorite position, upper deck, where everything looks like ants and everything sounds like really, really elaborate. Boom! Oh my god! Like,
Yeah. Can you imagine not knowing what's going on, just squinting, and
Oh,
then you hear boom, right?
no,
Like, what
I'll
just
tell you what.
happened?
I was at Survivor Series in November. Not that one, just gone. The one before, where they were still doing brand warfare, and the pre-show was Shinsuke and Damian Priest. Now, me and my friend had turned up like as they were doing their entrances, and as we were going through security, there's this massive explosion. And everyone panics, and the staff are like, "It's okay. It was just pyro. Don't worry about it." It was the loudest pyro I've ever heard in my life, but needlessly for Shinsuke, I think.
Well, yeah, Nakamura used to do that little weird thing, and then
yeah. So it was just monstrously loud, and everyone was like panicking going into the Barclays Center. But then, like the rest of the show, nothing was even close to being as loud as that. It was crazy.
Wow.
But we were all going in. Everyone's like, "What the hell was that?" I've got like these guys dressed as the Bloodline and Paul Heyman standing next to me, freaking out, and I'm like, "All right, okay."
I guess the tribal chief gets freaked out by fireworks. That's what I would say.
Yeah, apparently so. That's the secret for KO at the Rumble on Saturday. Just pop off a couple of fireworks, you'll be grand.
My luck, it would have been like I would have been more sad. I would have felt more bad for Paul Heyman. I'm like, dude, are you okay, Paul? Everything good? Can you put me on your insurance? Because you know you're ECW, so I need to be part of the family. Can I be part of the bloodline now?
I know. I could have been the original Sammy Uso. It would have been great.
Yeah. That storyline right there is like insane. Like,
oh, it's incredible.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing. I hope that it goes where I think it's going to go. Like I did one of these. Like I was sitting with some friends, we were having a drink a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like fantasy booking that whole run from like now to SummerSlam, and I was like, "Here's the perfect story. Here's how you do it. I don't care what they're doing. This would be perfect." As we all do as wrestling fans, but no, I was like, this would be the perfect way to do it. This is how you get Sammy back out of the bloodline. This is how you pair him back up KO. This is how you end up with KO and Sammy in the main event of SummerSlam. I went on for about a half hour, and they very politely like indulged in my mad ramblings, but it was I'm loving that storyline and how it's going, especially with that with the trial on Monday on Raw was just excellent.
Yeah.
Sammy almost got
So who would
executed
you?
with his thumb.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I was just gonna ask who his dream opponent was. That's all.
my dream opponent.
Yeah.
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 Well, I think in terms of unsigned talent that I can like go up against right now would be Darius Carter. I've been pestering anyone that will listen to have Darius Carter in a British rounds match, so hopefully that happens sometime soon. But in terms of like big picture, like if I were to get signed, like right now, who I would have, would it would have to be Edge before he retires. I think that would just I would love that match. I think the styles would mold well together, uh, and I think that would be such a great lesson to learn from him. Just going for it.
Okay.
All right. Who's this Scottish wrestler you would love to get in the ring with? That.
Scottish wrestlers, another one that I've been pestering anyone who will listen. Another British Rounds match. I really want to wrestle Joe Hendry. Um, I think that he's amazing, and I loved him. Like, kind of, I fell away from wrestling in high school, but I was still kind of keeping track of like ICW, like kind of like 15, 16, 17 years old. So I was keeping in touch with it, and I was watching obviously Joe Hendry do all his entrance songs, and when he had like when he had Jack Jester, he did Boom Boom Boom. When he had Wolfgang, he done Rolling, like all those kind of things like that. I love all that. I think he's a great character. I think he's a great worker as well. He's fantastic. So I would love Joe Hendry, but then obviously the obvious is Drew. But from a sentimental place, I would also obviously want Wolfie and BT Gunn as guys that have trained me, and Stevie Boy as well, who lives here now.
Amazing. Yeah. There's just so many great Scottish wrestlers right now, and
yeah.
me and Joe has interviewed, and we've talked about we've had Ruby Roberts on the podcast, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Ruby.
Jason Hyde, Christy Love, which we should be having soon, hopefully.
Oh yeah,
right?
in February. I can't. Her character is just so like kooky. That's what I'm gonna say. Is kooky. Her character is very kooky.
Yeah.
Like most people, I look up the wrestler and I go me, and I'm like, yeah, we should have had her last year. Like,
Yeah.
but still, it's a lot of it. The Scottish wrestling scene right now, it's getting really big. Like,
Yeah. It really like it hit. I feel it hit a peak around kind of 2016, 2017, and then when NXT UK started, it kind of plummeted again. Then obviously pandemic happened and all that. I think it's having a really strong resurgence now, coming out the other end of the pandemic. And like all these amazing wrestlers come across this like belt of about 60 miles. Like most of the guys that are signed in WWE just now from Scotland all come from like a 20-mile radius. It's insane. And it's just, I think Scotland's just an amazing breeding ground to cultivate like world class talent because it's just such a concentrated area.
Yeah. And you have great podcasts like the Dudes at Ringside, and you have
Of course.
the Scottish Wrestling Network helping the Scottish.
Yeah, of course.
Those guys. That guy's just amazing, by the way.
such a good guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scottish Wrestling Network. You guys, you got it. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
my question for you, KJ, if there's a young Scottish wrestler, male or female, listening to this podcast or watching on YouTube, do you have any advice for them that they're new in the game?
Yeah, I'll pass on the same advice I've been given coming up is work hard. You only get out of it what you put into it. So if you give your absolute all, you'll get it all back in spades. Learn from everyone you can, and that you've got 2 ears and one mouth for a reason.
Yeah.
You're going to listen twice as much as you're going to talk.
So what is your training regimen like?
So when I'm in the States, it's Tuesday through Friday. Since we've made the move to the new location at Fallout, we get here kind of by 6 o'clock, get the ring assembled, and then we train right through till about 10:30, depending on when we need to get out of the building. And then that's Tuesday through Friday, and each day we have different coaches teaching different things. Like tonight, we have ref Stephen Demeng. He's teaching promo class tonight, so that's what we're doing tonight. We've not even had the need for the ring. We're doing some tape study. So like at Fallout, you get a bit of everything. It's not just like here's how you roll, here's how you bump. You get like everything. It's like here's how to do a promo, here's how to do a good social media post, here's how to get a social media following, here's how to put a character together, here's how to make some good gear, here's a list of people that are going to make you good gear. So it's a fantastic setup we've got here. And then whilst I'm at home, I train at Iron Girders. I kind of flip between doing private sessions with I don't know if you guys have had them on Arcade Violence.
Not yet.
They're a new up and coming tag team in Scotland. They are, in my opinion, I think they're going to be the biggest thing in Scottish tag team wrestling. Give it a year. They're unbelievable, and I've trained with them from the beginning. They are great guys, and they deserve everything they're getting just now.
Well, we are doing Tag Team Month in May, so.
Well, there you go.
And UK Wrestling Month in August, so either way.
But that's for real. Like these guys are amazing. So I train with them in private sessions with Wolfgang, and then I also on a Monday I do Luke King Sharp's dojo. It's in the same place, and that's where I met Ruby Roberts. We became good friends through that. So when I'm at home, I maybe only train 2-3 times a week. I'm in the gym the rest of the time, but whilst I'm over here, it's Tuesday through Friday, and it's intense, long hours.
Yeah, Ruby's awesome, by the way.
Oh, another great Scottish wrestler, another great person. I know she must have some like interesting stories that she probably told you, or like you've told her, like during practice.
Oh, for
or
sure.
Whatever.
Yeah. It was when I started there, we just kind of clicked instantly. We have very similar kind of ideals about the business and about wrestling as an art form. So we really got on. We have kind of similar music taste and stuff. So the couple of times that we've rode together and stuff like that, they're always good car journeys. She's just fantastic in the ring and out of it. She's an amazing person as well as an amazing talent.
Yeah. She helps us out like so much with social media. Like she'll share all our posts and everything. She's amazing, by the way. So, and shout out to her, and hope she's somebody who comes to the States one day. You know?
Oh yeah,
for sure.
When we told Christy Love about you, she's like, he sounds familiar, and I'm like, he's in America. She's like, what? He's in America? And I'm like, and that's what I sent you. I sent Christy you.
Yeah,
and I think she followed you after you followed her or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe I did the Mr. Burns, like maybe that'll work. More wrestlers in America that we don't know about.
I'll tell you something though. Since I met Ruby, and since I met someone else that you've had on, my dream match to watch, especially now that she has a title round her waist, would be Cosmic and Ruby Roberts for the Icons.
Jeez.
Yes. You know, if we made this a clip, I know Cosmic would be like, nobody. I can see the neck roll. Nobody can beat me, Cosmic.
Oh, she's going for it. But that is my dream match to watch. I think those two would have such good. Like that would need to be a 5-match series. That couldn't even just be one match. Like those two are incredible and would work so well together. And the promos would be spectacular. I shall indeed. She's not here tonight, but the next time I see her,
oh God! If she was, she would be flying over. What are you talking to? You talking to those?
Her ears would be burning. She'd be up here. Yeah,
she'd be like walking through. We like Scooby Doo. She walks through the other door.
She'd be back.
Walks through the other door. It's like why weren't we? No, she'd be like, why wasn't I invited to this?
Mhm. For sure.
She'd be yelling at
It's like,
Geek. You didn't send me an
no,
invite.
she'll be like, I didn't get the invite. It's like a mess got lost in the mail, right, Geek? I'm like,
No,
Mhm.
she'd be
what?
seeing the top of the screen and go, my name's not on it again, Geek? Really? That's the one thing Geek got in trouble for. You think the podcast went great. Both had funny questions. My name's not on the top of the thing, Geek. Where's my name? I'm like,
Oh
She's
dear.
great. Yeah,
Oh dear.
she's great.
via the internet, Geek got a beating. Couldn't say that one. I was like, he's like, you didn't
Ah.
say anything. I'm like,
They're just like,
Joe's
don't
like,
ask
I'm
me. I
staying
just
out of
work
it.
here. I just work
I'm
here.
staying out of it.
I don't know.
you created the room, Geek, not me. I'm good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what is it like working under the tutelage of Silky Smooth and Matt and Cain?
Do you know, I've actually, although it's been a short while, it's not been very long. It's a lot of fun. It's I've really enjoyed it. I've learned a lot from them both. And then obviously, although I have a tag team partner and Dave Rivera and the Scotto Ricans along with Jordy Lee, I do enjoy working with Kane Industries. And the last time that I was there, getting paired up with Percy Ryan and the tag team Gauntlet. Um, I feel that there's a lot of good chemistry there. There's a lot of good matches to be had. But yeah, I feel like I'm cheating a little bit whenever I'm with Kane Industries just because I do have the Scotto Ricans. But you know, maybe there's like a deal can be put on the table to have the Scotto Ricans and Kane Industries as one big happy dominating faction.
I swear
Wow.
that would be if I was in a tag team with you as my wrestler Kid Crazy, Geek be our manager. That sounds like something I would hear Geek gonna die laughing. That totally sounds like something I would have created in a WWE SmackDown game back in the day. That name,
What one?
the
Scottery.
Scotto
The
Ricans.
Scottery.
Scott Ricans? Yeah.
Because my guy
Scottery.
was
It's a clever
crazy and he
name.
was all about Puerto Rico and he was Mr. Puerto
Oh yeah,
Rican
for
and
sure.
Scottish, so it would have been
Like
like the Scotto Ricans.
that's like honestly, it started out
There you
as a joke and train. Love it, love it.
Remember the homies? Remember the little homie dolls? This is a homie doll.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
great.
I remember those. I kind of remember those, Joe.
I
Yeah.
think you got me
I-
this one because you said it looks like you, Joe, with your bandana on and your blue
Like,
shirt.
jeez.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
I was like, thanks, dude. I look like a stereotypical Puerto Rican with a bandana on.
I don't
Thanks.
know. I might be aging y'all. I don't remember those to be honest. But
That's showing my age right there.
Yeah, that's the only
but
one. I don't think anybody I got to check on the internet how much that thing is going for. It's in mint condition too. It's
Mm.
not banged up. Maybe just to tag. Just to
Yeah.
tag and stuff.
but yeah, that was what started out as a joke in training. We were doing training matches, so we were doing like a tag team like tournament and training and stuff. And they just popped us together just because they did random pairings, and we were like, what will we call ourselves? And we were just coming up with stupid names. And then we'll be the Scorricans.
That's
And Joe heard that and made the face where you know he liked it. And we've been the Scotto Ricans for nearly a year. Well, it'll be coming up a year next week actually, and we've been the Scotto Ricans ever since. In training, we've been the Scotto Ricans for over a year now. But our first match was I'm trying to think. It would have been April. It was on the Women Crush Wednesday show. Was the first match we had. But yeah, it started off as a rib in training, and then they're like, "Nope, you're stuck with it. That's it."
Oh,
And then Geordie joined the school, and me and Dave very quickly were like, "What's your your background?" And she's like, "I'm Puerto Rican." And we're like, "Dope, you're with us. Come on." So now we're now like a little happy trio, and it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun.
That's
You have
fun.
t-shirts yet? The Scotto Ricans?
Yes, we do indeed. Battleclubshop.com. You can get Scotto Ricans in black or white, and you can get KJ Mack as well.
Is that how the name of the King of Scots came, or that's something completely different?
So King of Scots and KJ Mack in and of itself all came from me playing video games as a kid. That was literally, I was just like, playing video games as a kid. I could never quite get the character to look like me. So like, I would just be like, right, so it's not me. It's kind of me, but it's not me. So that's KJ Mack, because KJ Mack's just a condension of my like full name. And then the King of Scots was just something that kind of, I think, I was actually looking at an old notebook I had when I first started training in 2019, and I was just scribbling like character ideas and stuff. And one of the first ideas I had, because I was really into Finn Balor at the time, was having like um, the Highland King or the Last King or something like that, where it would be me, and then when I really needed it, I'd come out with Braveheart face paint and a kilt and just murder everyone. And that was the concept. I was like, this is amazing. This is perfect. And then I kept King of Scots, and just thought it looked dope on the back of my vest and stuff. And I was like, yeah, we're sticking with that. So I've been the King of Scots and KJ Mack for longer than I've been wrestling.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing. So what would you say your favorite food is?
My favorite food? Ooh, that's actually a really good question. I think the easy answer is pizza, because like pizza is one of those things where you can just put anything else on it and it's still pizza. So you can like, it opens up a whole
Not anything.
wormhole of possibilities.
Not
Well, hold on.
Real Italians get a little hurt if you put like pineapples and you put like black olives. And I'm like, no.
I'm like, that's not pizza. That's not
Hold
pizza.
on.
That's a death wish. That's like finding
Pineapple. I'm sorry. This might get me kicked off. I don't care. I will die on this hill. Pineapple is perfect on pizza.
Jeez, every Italian
There's your
upstairs
clip.
in Geek's house, just like all through their coffee
I'll
and
take it.
soda
I'll
on
take
the
it.
ground.
I'll take it. Because see, especially if you have like a nice ham on there, you get the saltiness of the ham, the marinara sauce, and then just the sweetness of the pineapple. Just it's perfect.
You know, when Geek opens that basement door at the end of the show and closes everything up, they're all gonna be like, "How dare him? Why would he do that? Pineapples are not supposed to go on the pizza. What's wrong with that boy?"
But it's just we'll
Spiffy's
put it
mom
down to
is
being.
gonna come to the show and she's gonna look for you now.
We'll put it down to being Scottish. It's fine. Look, put it this way: it's not the worst crime that I commit with pizzas, because us in Scotland we deep fry pizzas. So
Fried pizza?
we deep fry pizza and
Oh,
batter.
now we have to go to Scotland. That sounds delicious.
Yeah. So it's like we deep fry Mars bars as well. So like a Mars bars like what here it's called a Milky Way. Back home we call it a Mars bar, and we deep fry those in batter as well.
Geek, definitely. We gotta get the passport. We have to go get deep fried food. I think they would have to get me back on the plane. Geek would have to put butter around the edges of the door.
You need to roll
back in the plane. Joe, keep going. I can't. I'm stuck in the door. And it's like, damn it, back up, Joe. I can't. And he's buttering the door, trying to get me into the plane back to America.
Telling you. I thought that's how I was going to be once I moved here, but I've struck up a decent balance. But everything's so much bigger here. Like food portions are huge.
Oh yeah.
So I thought I was going to be huge when I went back, and quite the opposite. Actually, I lost weight whilst I was here.
Because the portions here are really big. Like you get pasta, like for example, like a big ziti or something like that. They'll give you this big thing and be like, "What am I supposed to do with it?" And they look at you and like you're supposed to eat it.
Well, that's the thing. I ordered a ziti on Monday, and I've had it for lunch Tuesday, Wednesday, and today.
Oh, geez. So did it still have a fresh taste to it, or?
Oh yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely. Like okay. I had it today. It was fantastic. Hey, look, you refrigerate something, you give it a sniff test. If it still smells fine.
That's Joe's in college. Geek knows that was like my number one. I'm like, I've had like salad in there, and I'm like, nope, gotta go.
That's it. If it smells bad, get it out. But like, if it still smells all right, what's the worst it can do?
Yeah. if Joe's Joe's pale by lunchtime. That salad was stale. So,
Yeah, that's it. It's a clear indicator. You can have a color chart. Like, there we
yeah.
go. It was good.
So you just wrestled Desmond at I think the BPW Rumble, I
I did.
believe it was. Yeah. So like what were your reactions to that and the match? Because I really enjoyed the match with you and Desmond, by the way.
Yeah. I appreciate that. It was a great match even from our perspective. I only found out about the match maybe a day or two before. I was back home when I found out about the match because I knew I was going to be in the Rumble. I was like, right, cool, mentally preparing for the Rumble. And then I get a message maybe 2 3 days before the show, and it's like, yo, by the way, you and Desmond for the state championship. I was like, oh, okay, dope, sure. And we promoted it, posted it. But actually, I tell a lie. It was promoted and posted before I got the text. So I was like screenshotting it, sending it to friends. I was like, that's how you know you've made it. You get announced for a match before you even know about
Ha!
it. You find out your matches through social media. But no, I got back and Desmond's he's a massive pro. He's a great guy, and it was a really good clash of styles, with the kind of physicality and the technical.
Yeah, I
the,
would.
Yeah.
but the physicality and the technical against the flashy acrobatics that he's got as well, and it was fantastic to kind of come together and put on that great clash of styles and getting to open the show, which was dope.
Yeah. So now Desmond's heel now and remarkable. Would he be a good fit for Cain Industries now or no?
I don't know. As I said, I just work here.
You just work there. You just get the
I just
coffee.
work here.
They
I
just
just
get the
work here.
coffee. I mean,
I
also,
I just get told this is the guy, this the wanted dead or alive today. Go do it. There you go. So I just work here.
I mean, Raymond could get the coffee for you guys too as well.
Well,
He's the intern.
Raymond is the intern, but there's like an initiation process when we get in there. It's not quite like Nexus initiation. Like, I'm not taking like a whipping off a belt. It's like go get some coffee, like go like pair up in a tag team gauntlet, do double duty on your first show with us, stuff like that. Like that's the kind of initiation.
I mean, what is the application process for Cain Industries? Because me and Joe put our application in a bunch of times. I think we both got denied twice,
I
man.
think my email came right back to me and said, "I don't know you."
Well, that's the thing. I got to say, I'm one of the very lucky individuals who were individually scouted for Cain Industries. I went and turned up at the Rage in Ronkonkoma, the Amvet show, and I was like, "Here we are, we're working." And then Silky Smooth approached me on the day. He was like, "Hey, I like you. Mind if I come out with you tonight?" And I was like, "For sure. Could use every help I can get." And then next thing I know, I've got a whole factions backing. So it works out.
He's building his faction right there, man. You know,
I
picking
swear
and
he's on the
choosing.
payroll.
He's
He does not
hand
want to tell
picking.
me.
He's
I'm
hand
not.
picking top talents like Infinity Stones. He's gearing up for the big title push, and we're all prepared for it.
So would you want Desmond a part of Cain Industries, or would you want to fight him again for that title, man?
Now, I don't know. I'm not like say anything that'll get me fired. Like I mean, like Adam, it's your gig, but like I look nice with gold around this area. So like if I took it, maybe that can be like a kind of a deal that's worked out where it's like once you drop the title, doesn't matter who to, it could be anyone, it could be literally anyone. But once you drop the title, then you're free to join Cain Industries. So like we could maybe put that in like as like a clause in the contract.
I'm sure Adam would want to go for the world title, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Adam can go ahead. He can go ahead. ultimately what we're looking to hold everything.
Every
So
gold.
we're wanting to hold the lot. So like if that helps, then that helps. But I think the end goal, we all want to be holding gold, whether that's the tag, the state championship, the world championship. We're all there to help each other. And there is a pecking order. We know our place. And we need to look out for each other justly.
The only thing you're missing right there in King industry is a woman. You know what I mean?
Oh, we can
To,
sort
to,
that out. We can sort
you could
that out.
to go for a woman's title right there, man. You know?
Hey, look, I think there will be plenty of people once we capture everything else that they'll know. They'll know. They'll be like, right, look, listen, you need a woman to capture everything. I'm here. And then that's when we take someone on. We need to get the rest of it first. We need to get the rest of it down pat before we expand.
I got one you could add to the list, and geek would be either Cosmic,
Mm,
because she's just got her first title,
she has indeed.
and the current VPW Women's Champion,
Valentina.
Valentina.
Look, I'm just saying, she's already got a connection there. She's
Yeah,
already connected by proxy. So like maybe we just put that down like she's a proxy member. We're good to go.
yeah, she's already in the
Yeah,
circle. She already has a
yeah.
belt
Yeah,
around her
yeah,
waist.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean, yeah,
that's
there
it.
you
Yeah.
go.
Already a crystal
Yeah,
on the thing. He just needs to snap the fingers and it's over.
there you go.
Well, that's it. That's it.
That's it right there. You know, man. But like I said, everyone will be put in those applications just so they could be.
I'll resend the email again, geek. I guess you need to
Oh,
send
for
your.
sure. Like,
Yeah, I'll probably get denied again though, but it's okay. By
I
King
don't say
Industries.
still. Who are you?
I'm sorry.
hey,
They won't take Joe because Joe's the face and I'm the heel. So obviously they'll
well,
take
I'm
me.
the one that gets to find guests. I'm the one that sends the application out to the guests. So yeah,
I
it
think we
still
just need
said
to
who are
work in some
you?
aggression. You'll be good to go.
Yeah. I remember my grandfather was a heel, and I tried to be a heel so bad, but it's like, nah, I don't want to hit you with the chair. Geek, your turn. And then I just walk away. I'm like, turn around here. My luck, it messes up. So look, I'm going to give Geek the chair, and it hits him in the head. I'm like, oh,
Oh no!
damn
What a
it.
disaster! Damn! Ah,
Now when you see in the movies,
He's gonna pull a John uh shit, from the Daily Show. John Stewart from
yeah.
at Wrestling at SummerSlam. He's like, I'm gonna go for Lance. No, I'm not. No.
No, I'm a dumbass. I'll turn around. I look like I'm going to give Geek the chair, and he's not ready for it. So it's just like,
oh
frick.
no! Damn!
Mhm.
And I'm like, act like I'm so upset about, like, darn it.
That
Dang
gosh,
it. Does that make
damn
me a heel? Am I a
disaster.
heel now? No?
Armand wants to know, do you have any pets?
I do. I have a dog. His name is Oscar. He is a cotton detulier, which is a little white fluffy thing.
Oh, okay.
He's great. I love my dog, but he's back home in Scotland. So
Oh,
Aw.
yeah, so I only see him when I'm back home, unfortunately. And
How?
he hasn't quite worked out FaceTime yet either. So like that doesn't really work.
Aw.
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you if he's back home in Scotland or if he's over here in the
Yeah,
States.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the time or space to have my dog here, unfortunately.
Mm.
Oh,
That's sad.
that's yeah.
Because, like, animals are like your best friends. So, like, hey, Vinny, once again.
Oh yeah,
Like, it's sad. That's sad right there with the animals. So, like,
yeah, yeah.
Are
That's
there
all good.
are there any places you would love to travel to that you have not traveled to yet?
Well, I've never been to the West Coast. I've been to like I think I'm on 12 states so far, but they're all East Coast. I've never been to the West Coast. I'd love to go to the West Coast. But my biggest one, I want to go to Japan. I was supposed to go um like to Wrestle Kingdom as a birthday present. It didn't work out, obviously because of pandemic. And then when we rebooked, or we were going to rebook. The Japanese government were like, yeah, we're still not taking foreigners in. I was like, right, okay, cool. So, and then I ended up moving out here, so it's just never kind of lined up. But I'm a big theme park guy, so I really like Universal, I like Disney, so I want to do all the Universal and Disney parks around the world, and obviously a lot of them are in Asia, so I need to go across there at some point to do so.
Have you
Nintendo
done
World's just open, so
in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
California, and
But
it's open this
any
summer.
yeah,
we're
it's funny. And Universal too, and with
yeah,
Orlando.
Yeah.
we're getting our one in Orlando, 2025, I think.
It's not open. I thought it was
No,
open.
California.
California opened up. Universal Florida. It's going to be in the new third park that they're opening.
Oh, I thought it was already open. I guess the California one's
Yeah,
been like.
yeah. It's California and Tokyo have got it just now.
Yeah.
I gotta tell my sister that because we've been hyping for this year. We're like, oh, we're gonna
Oh,
go get it. We're gonna go to that
yeah.
park.
Oh, I've got an annual pass for Universal Orlando, and I love it. But when I saw like, oh, like Nintendo World opening early, and I was like, oh my god, what? And then like in Hollywood, I was like, right, okay, cool,
Right. Okay. Cool. There you
I'm
go.
still
that's
gonna
great.
go if I go to
There's
a
nothing for
Halloween
me.
Horror. I'm looking for the Mario stuff because I'm
Uh,
gonna buy a new Mario hat.
I love Horror Nights. That's like
Oh,
90% of why I got an annual pass. Horror Nights is my favorite thing. Like me, my mum, my brother, we talk about it year round. Speculation, spec maps, the whole shebang. Um, like I've gone obviously barring 2020 because obviously the pandemic stopped us. I've gone to every one since 2016, I think.
yeah.
I went to the '80s one that they had the Ghostbusters. Uh,
That was great.
I went last
I
year.
oh was it? Well,
Yeah,
no, it was. We went to the one in 2018. Me and my
20
sister.
yes, 2018 was Ghostbusters and Stranger Things the first time round.
I
Wait, no,
fanboyed so hard that year, KJ.
yeah,
I
yeah,
had a moment with the Janine lady that played Janine. I know she probably did it to everybody.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
walked into the firehouse part when Janine was picking up the phone, and I was afraid I was gonna get killed by the Universal security. All I did was this, Janine, I'm here for the job. She looked straight. I know because it's supposed to be
Yeah,
like she's looking into a mirror or
yeah.
camera. Looked right at me, and she's like, "I'm busy. Ghostbusters. What do you want?" I lost it. I
Oh,
was
it's
like,
great. It's great because that's the thing. Like, I think like her specifically, it was the same with Beetlejuice in 2021. Um, they had an actor with a mic on, which was great because some of them were obviously restricted by like the sound cues. But it's always fun when there's someone with a mic because they can actually interact. Because I think I had something similar. I was walking past her and I was like, "Have you got one?" And she's like, "No." And then the alarm starts going. She's like, "We got one. We got one."
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
was like, there is no way that that could have been timed better. It was great. And then like when I had the same kind of interaction with the Beetlejuice actor in 2021, it was like as you were entering the house, he was on like a little scaffold above the entrance. He was just walking up and down with a mic on. He was talking to people. And I was like, hey, Mr. Juice, what's your favorite movie? And then he just started. Off he went. It was fantastic. Like I
I,
love anything like that, little interactions and stuff.
mm,
I did the Blumhouse, and that was the
Mm,
one with the black phone. And I
the
don't know if
black
you
phone
ever
was so good,
black
that
phone.
movie
Oh
was
my god!
great.
so good.
And the scariest part in the house was when the guy was on the chair. You had to creep by him. The guy's like this.
That was for real. Like me and my brother, we'd done that house so many times because it was like the lowest weight a lot of the time.
What, the
And
Blumhouse?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it was like every time we walked past it, we knew it was a dummy. We knew it was a dummy. We knew it wasn't going to move. But every time you're like
But it looks
slowly sliding past. It looks so real.
so real. Like you thought, and then you saw like the smoke and everything, and then
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah, yeah.
and then you're like, this guy legit looks like he's like sleeping, or
Oh
but
no,
he's gonna
it was
looks.
fantastic.
But but at the second time, you knew it was a dummy because he
Yeah,
was not gonna wake up. But that first time
yeah.
you walk through the house, it's like,
So, oh
crap,
god,
man.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy's gonna wake up and he's gonna grab you, isn't he? Right?
I be the idiot that forgets, and somebody I see my phone go off, and I'm like, dude, damn it! I'm the one that gets caught.
Yeah.
No, it's fantastic. Like it's one of my favorite things in the world. Like, um, but yeah, every October, obviously up until I moved here, every October, me and my family would fly out and do horror nights, and they still do it obviously, but because I'm here, I get to skip up and down. Like I'm going down for spring break for a week, to use my pass, and then I'm going. I'm going to try get a long weekend, and then I'll get horror nights. Like it's just my favorite time. It's like as a massive horror movie fan, like it's just literally the best thing
Yeah.
ever because you're just
Yeah.
getting to live inside these movies that you've either grown up with or you've just seen and getting right on the hype of. Because I always think the timing is perfect for like what houses they choose, what year. Like it's always good to like ride the hype of something that's just released, or like a remake's just coming out, so they're going to take the original and be like, oh, here's Halloween when the new one had just came out. It's they're geniuses over
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel that this year's haunted houses were like the lines were just ridiculous or
See, I think now that's the thing. Um, we sit down and like pre-plan. We're like, right, so here's what we're going to do. Stay and Scream. We're going to go to this one. Then we're going to go up the back, and we're going to get all these banged out. Like normally, we'd get 7, 8 houses done within like the first like hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we would get the last two done just whenever we got them done. But the lines, I think, particularly for Halloween, like you had to get
ridiculous?
Halloween straight away, or you weren't going to get it at all.
Yeah.
Um, it was a mega long line, but
Yeah. 3 hours.
then again, oh yeah, but it wasn't as bad as like the year obviously when Ghostbusters and Stranger Things were there, because those two would just get packed out, and
Oh
it was a
God,
case of
yeah.
if you didn't have Express, you had to pick one or the other to just go straight to it, and then the other one you would just need to get the next day because just it was packed the whole time. I think since that year, the lines have gotten worse each year. Because the first year we went in 2016, it was everything was well spread out because they had so many. It was such a stacked like card of movies. It was like it was Halloween 2, um, Texas Chainsaw, Walking Dead, Exorcist. Like it was stacked. So like people were well spread out. Whereas I feel like now they only announce like maybe one or two huge ones, and then the rest of them are like either originals or stuff like that. This year they only had three big announcements, which was the Weekend, which I loved. I loved the Weekend at the
I
time.
heard that
Uh,
that house.
Yeah, I heard that
Huge.
house was long. The line
oh,
was ridiculously long.
line was insane, but it was worth it. Like I fell right into the PR marketing trap because I knew the Weekend. I liked a couple of songs because obviously he did the theme songs for a couple of WrestleManias. Like I knew a couple of songs. I was like, oh right, yeah, he's okay. After on the run up to Horror Nights and since, I play his albums on loop. It's insane. Like I'm going to see him in the summer with my brother when
Oh
I go back
wow.
home. Yeah, yeah, he is
Oh, he's
amazing.
going to be
I
in
just
Scotland.
he's good. He's doing a UK tour. He's
Oh, okay.
doing one night in Manchester and then three in London,
Oh
which
wow.
is classed as a UK tour. It's an English tour, but that
Yeah.
is what it
Yeah.
is. We take what we can get. So me and my brother are going to go in Manchester. Um, that was a Christmas present. So looking forward to that. But
It
yeah,
it's so
it was
funny.
one of those houses.
Sorry, it's so funny that you were mentioning heart. We were all talking about Horror Night because at my sister's wedding,
Yeah.
one of my sister's friends that I went last time to Horror Night, we're just talking, and her boyfriend got me a drink, and she looked me dead in the face, and she's like, "So Joe, when are we gonna plan to go to Horror Night this year?" And I'm like, "I guess soon," because we went last time. We got there like
Yep.
early in the morning, and then we slept all day, chilled around by the pool, slept, took naps, and then that night we showered up and went to the park. Didn't go to the park during the day. I was bummed because I wanted to go to Jurassic Park and stuff like that, but we didn't get to do it.
Jurassic Park is one of my favorite things. Like, I just booked last night to go to Jurassic World Live at the Barclays in a couple of weeks. I'm so hyped. Like, they've just basically made a play of Jurassic World, and they're doing it like in arenas. I'm so excited. Like,
I heard it's
I
really
love
fun.
Jurassic Park. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, it's just going to be big ass dinosaurs. I'm so excited.
With fireworks and everything, man. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh God, here we go with the fireworks again, KJ.
Oh God!
No.
Take cover.
Flashbacks.
No, I think
flashbacks.
I've got like a solid like 10 days there, because I was looking at it last night. I was looking at my diary. I've got VPW. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and then we've got Raw. Then it's Valentine's Day. Then it's Jurassic Park. Then that weekend I've got. I'm a Miami Heat fan, so it's Miami Heat, Brooklyn Nets. Like, it's stacked. Like 10 days. I'm booked out. I was like, Jesus. I didn't realize that it was all like on top of each other.
Oh, you know what's funny?
Jeez,
you
man.
mentioned JC Storm. You know whose birthday is today? Let's do a nice tribute. Happy birthday, JC Storm. AKA I screwed your name up, as called you CJ Storm. But happy birthday, JC Storm.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. This has been a fun interview, man. We're just talking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just talking random bullshit, man.
She'd be like, "You better not call me she better not call me CJ Storm."
It's good fun. Like when you get to do one of these, and it's like I like the wrestling questions. Obviously, the wrestling questions are fun. That's why I'm on. But like it's always fun to like talk about other stuff as well. Because then you get to learn a little bit about Care and less about KJ Mack.
Yeah.
Because KJ Mack's out there. Care is not so much.
Yeah. This was a fun interview, though. Yeah.
Yes. It gets. You know what's gonna get, Geek? It gets the star of approval of best interviews of the year.
Yeah.
You just got the star. Boom. And the year just started.
There we go. Love it.
You just got the star. Yay. The blue star too. A blue star. A blue Scottish star. There you go.
Honored.
Man, we're missing someone from the chat. We're missing Raymond from the chat, man. All right?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm sure I'll hear all about it when we get to VPW in a couple of weeks.
Oh, geez.
Like, what was it you said about this? We're saying this about that.
Our buddy the intern, right?
No, do you know what? I saw him on Saturday at the Battle Club show. Welcome to New York 2, or it's not Welcome to New York. It was like Welcome to New York, because it was the second one. But yeah, I saw him on Saturday after my triumphant victory and a chancla match. That was fantastic.
Chancla match?
Explain. Yeah, it was. So me and Dave, as the Scotta Ricans, came up against Matt Awesome and Jarrett Diaz, the Uptown Boys. And obviously Matt Awesome is the king of chancla style. So for his birthday, it was announced that it would be a chancla match, and chanclas were legal. So, and you know, me having never experienced a chancla in my life, we got booed relentlessly. As good guys, as nice guys, we get booed relentlessly when we went under the ring and came out with Crocs. Oops. I was just told they were like rubber sandals, and I just presumed.
As a Puerto Rican, you hear the word chancla and you cringe every time.
Oh yeah, so I've heard. I was the only non-Puerto Rican involved in the match, I believe.
So they all cringe, and you're like, "Why is everybody so scared?"
I was like, "What is everyone screaming for? It's okay. I've got a Croc. It's all right. I'll put it in sport mode. It's fine."
Yeah.
Man, this is a fun interview.
This was great.
For sure.
So KJ, is there anywhere where people could find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, KJ Mack Wrestling. You can find me on Twitter, KJ Mack Wrestler. If you search up KJ Mack on YouTube, you'll find a couple of matches here and there. And if you have title match, I'm all over title match for Battle Club and Fallout. If you've got IWTV, there's a couple on there, I think. And yeah, I'm here. You'll find me at Fallout every week. So if you want to train, come down to Fallout. I'm always here.
Do you have any upcoming shows or?
Yeah. So obviously we just got done with Battle Club. I believe. Yeah, I've got VPW coming up, and then I think my next one will be Battle Club again. Because at the moment, I may be booked and busy, but I'm still just booked and busy between Battle Club, Fallout, and VPW. So
Yeah.
anyone that wishes to have a Scotsman or the Scotaricans, hit me up.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll send you the ISPW page after the podcast because I would love to see you come to ISPW. They have a great roster.
Oh, for sure.
The Scotaricans definitely should become their tag team champions, and you could definitely become. They just got a brand new title main belt, so
it's all right. We should be tag team champions everywhere. You just need to, need to put it on the show, and everyone sees it. So it's all good. It's all good.
The Scotaricans need to come to VPW and align themselves with Cain Industries.
If your manager, I was about to call him Slick. If your manager can't come, I could be your manager. I just got an awesome new shiny jacket. I could be your manager. I wear red glasses. I look different.
I'll tell you what. Like I've up to my eyeballs in managers. I'm not gonna lie.
Puerto Rican, so it kind of works.
Well, do you know what? As a Puerto Rican, like yeah, for sure. Like we're always open to submissions.
He knows I'm the equivalent of Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'm the big mouth.
Like, well, that's the thing. You need to take it up with Jordy. Jordy Lee is our woman in control. She's a star. So like you can take it up with Jordy.
Tell her to hit up AK Panther, AK Kid Crazy, and we can work out.
We might just need to go bloodline style and have us doing the tag stuff and have like just a posse at the side of the ring. It would be great.
Exactly. Yeah. AJ, thanks so much for coming on the podcast, man.
Thank you for having me, guys.
No problem, man.
I'll definitely hit you up again in March because that's our
yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Well, I will tell you when you've got your tag team month, Scotaricans are always available for podcasts. But I would definitely get in touch with Arcade Violence. They guys are amazing, and I will put them on.
Arcade Violence. Send us to his Instagram at the end of the podcast.
I will send you it. I'll put them over any chance I can. They're great guys.
All right.
Sure.
You want to send us out, Geek?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm the Mel Geek.
I'm Joe Panther III.
And I'm KJ Mack. Hey.
And we will catch you in the next one.